What's up, guys? So, if you watched my Blu-ray update, I said that Rust and Bone was going to be the first movie I watched from that haul, and I finally did decide to watch it, and I have no idea what made me wait so long because I've heard nothing but great things from my friends about this movie, and I've had it on the computer for at least a few months now, but I figured once I got the Blu-ray, now was the time to finally jump in and start this movie. And if you don't already know, it's kind of a movie about a woman who has an accident that causes her to lose her legs and how she deals with that, along with a man who struggles to support his son, and how these two wind up bonding together and forming a friendship and forming a passionate relationship with one and each other, and how each thing led to them meeting. And that's really the best way to describe it. But the thing that really makes this movie work so well is, even though that's the plot of the movie, it's a lot more than that, because the characters and the actors deliver such dynamite performances. It allows you to delve deeper into each character. What I like about this movie and its portrayal of each relationship is each character is there to support each other when they're at their lowest lows. Marion Cotillard hits her bottom first, but she is so miserable and having such a tough experience after losing the ability to walk. She is basically on the verge of suicide and doesn't want to live, and he comes into her life and basically pulls her up and lifts her up and makes her happy again. And I don't think he ever realizes just how much she meant to him and how much he meant to her until you get to see his character hit rock bottom. And the thing I like about this movie is they're both complete polar opposites in terms of showing their emotions. He is this basically emotionless brute for most of the movie, who does nothing but exercise and fight and brawl and basically has sex with women. And she, on the other hand, is this girl who wears her emotions on her shoulders and isn't afraid to show everybody who she really is, and she never is afraid to speak what's on her mind. And that's what I like, is these two characters clash with each other, and it works well. I mean, a lot of times that's what you have in these type of movies to make it tension and drama, but like, you could see these two characters and understand completely why they fall for one of each other, and it's not until certain instances happen to where they finally fully realize their feelings towards each other and appreciate the other as who they are. And this film just does a great job of going through those transformations for each character, and they are really brutal to watch. They are really sad. And I've heard a lot of people talk about Marion Cotillard and her performance, and she is really good in this movie. And she deserves all the praise she is getting, because she was fantastic, and she actually makes a Katy Perry song almost bring you to tears, kind of. And for that, she deserves everything that everyone's saying about her. But I don't understand is, where is the absolute love for the male lead in this movie, Matthias? I've looked up how to pronounce his name, and even every interview doesn't know how to pronounce it right. I think it's Matthias Schoenaerts. At least that's how I heard it in the impression. But he just delivers a dynamite performance, because you can sense that he's on the verge of just falling apart, and he puts up this wall. And in the few little instances where it comes down and you catch a glimpse of it, you like what you see. And then by the time he finally just lets the wall crumble, it just hits you in the gut and you can't breathe. It is so freaking good, and he just gives a dynamite performance that I don't understand where people aren't talking about this guy and the character he delivers in this movie. And it should be something that everyone talks about and everyone brings up when they talk about the best performances of the year. And that's something I didn't hear until I watched the movie myself. And the last 25 minutes of this movie are so emotionally draining. You will feel exhausted when the movie ends. But the song choices in this movie and the combined with the score the director uses is so freaking good and so well placed. And you can just tell that he was a craftsman in the editing room with whoever helped him on this, because they make you feel what they want you to feel and amplify it by 10, and it never feels like an emotional cheat or manipulative at all in the slightest, and it just wins you over. And this is a film I regret not watching when it was in theaters, and I regret not watching it when it came out on Blu-ray. So if you haven't seen this movie yet, I highly recommend you see this. I'm going to give Rust and Bone a 9 out of 10, and I don't know exactly where I'd place it in 2012's rankings, but I know it'll be in my top 10 when I look at it. Maybe I'll comment below and tell you where it ranks once I find out. But if you haven't seen the movie, I highly suggest you watch it, and don't let the subtitles throw you off or turn you off, because this is definitely worth the watch. If you've seen the movie, comment down below and tell me what you thought, and if you haven't seen the movie, jump on that and then jump on my comments. If you liked my review, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and watch some more. Until my next review, guys, see you later. Have a good day.